Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing our cash on stuffing for the month of September, and also it'll be a little bit of what we spent in August when we went to Seattle as well. So, and for those of you who are new here, my name is Esther and I'm a 30-year-old budgeter. My husband and I got married less than a year ago, and we are gonna go on our honeymoon in December, and I will let you guys know where we're going, but I am super excited. I love to travel, so you'll see that I do prioritize saving up for a lot of trips a lot more than maybe certain things that people feel are important. We do have a mortgage as well as our car loan, but besides that we don't really have any consumer debt, so we're quite comfortable. I started this process and this journey because we were making quite a lot of money, but we were not saving up a lot at all, and we really didn't know where our money was going every month. So I wanted to be able to understand where my money was going and start spending with more intentions. So that's why I started on this journey. So thank you for joining me today, and let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with our spending binder. And actually, I know I said that I will have extra money, or I was hoping I'll have extra money to put towards our buffer, but unfortunately that did not happen. My parents came to visit us in September, so we did go out a little bit more than we intended. And then also while they're here, we bought some extra groceries for them. So that's why we did actually end up spending the full $300 in groceries, which is right here. And let's make sure we have 300, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. And we also spend the full 400 eating out. But to be honest, guys, I feel like we did a lot better because we didn't go over on eating out, and we went out like 2 times when my parents were here. And we intend to only go out once a week. So we're really trying, and I think this is progress for sure. So let's make sure we have 400 here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. Great. Next is going to be gas, and for gas we're pulling 30 because we spent $30 on gas this month. So 10, 20, 30. And then we'll move this 20 over to buffer. So put it right here to remind myself. Date night, we did not end up spending. I know I was telling you guys throughout the month that we may be spending on date night because I'm currently interviewing for a job. I haven't heard back yet. So it's not that I didn't get it, but they're still in the process. So I haven't heard if I got it yet. So I'm going to move this to buffer, and then we'll save up money for the month of October. And if we need to, we'll pull from buffer, but we should have 100 in date night. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, which we will put in date night in the buffer. And I think that's it for this binder right here. Great. So now we're gonna add this to our buffer because like I said, we did end up spending that full amount. So for groceries, we are actually keeping it. Luckily, eating out, we weren't able to add anything, which is totally okay. And then gas, we're gonna add our 2 10s in here. So now in gas we have 100, 20, 30, 40. So our buffer is growing, which is great. And I think once I have probably like 200 for buffer and gas, I'm just gonna stop stuffing extra. And then for date now, we're adding this 100. So now in date now, we have 100, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, $420. And for day night, I'm thinking once we hit 1K, probably I'll stop stuffing it in case we do decide to do something big for date night. And that's it for the buffer binder. We may have to come back to this because I believe for utilities, we actually ended up having to pull from buffer. And the reason is because we pay for our water bill, which we do pay on a quarterly basis. So for utilities this month, which I was right, we did spend 600 actually. So we should have 400 here. So 100, 250, 350, 400. And then we're going to go ahead and go into our buffer for utilities here and pull 200. So can pull 200 prop bills, so we'll have to transfer from our high yield. But now in utilities we have 500, 650, 70. So 670 is left in utilities buffer, which is totally fine. We're gonna keep on adding to this, and so hopefully we can add more. But also, I mean, every quarter we just pay for water, and then so that's about 400 actually, and then our other utilities add up to 200. So that's where we're at right now with this. And utilities is empty. Phone bill, we're not unstuffing our gym. We're pulling out 40. So 10, 20, 30, 40. And then we keep our $40 of buffer in here for the gym. And then for car insurance, we're gonna pull 1100. So I don't know if I told you guys before I switched. So last time I pulled, I think I pulled 1700 for car insurance, and then that's because they forgot to charge us like a few months, so then like they were making up for it. And then we had another bill due basically this September, and I was looking at first we thought it was 1700 for both cars, so then we're like, okay, fine, like we get it, not a big deal. But then we realized it was like 1700 for one car and then like 500 for the other car, so total was like close to 2200, which at that point I was like, okay, hold on, like I don't want to be paying that much for car insurance. I feel like that's ridiculously high. So I called around, and we did go with Costco car insurance because we do have the membership. And when I called, guys, they quoted me for, originally it was like 1,000, and then like I added some, or I upped some of the limits, so it's 1,100. But guys, 2,000 versus 1,100, like I know sometimes it can be annoying to be calling around and trying to get like car insurance quotes and everything, but like when you're saving like almost $1,000 every 6 months, it's totally worth it. So this is just my suggestion to everyone. Like I know calling insurance companies and getting quotes can be so annoying, and honestly the switching of the insurance process can also be annoying, but it's so worth it when you can pull that 1,000 and move it to something that you actually want to be spending on, right? So yeah, that was just a lesson learned for me. And so now we're gonna go ahead and pull 1,100 from car insurance. So there's 1,000, and then we'll just pull 100 here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. And then we still got $400 left in car insurance. Awesome. Okay. And that's it for our bills binder. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and work on our short term, where we're pulling from membership. I think I mentioned throughout the stuffing I had some bills due for my membership. So for membership, we needed to pull for Amazon as well as my credit card. So my Amazon membership came out to about $150 with tax and tax. So 150 is getting pulled, and then my credit card ended up coming out to 100. So I think this is actually 100. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I know like sometimes people are like, oh, I can't believe you're paying for a credit card. It's totally not worth it. And I honestly thought the same, but this credit card is the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which is about $100 a year, but it gives us such great like travel benefits that it actually works out very well for us. And although we're paying the $95, we do definitely feel like we're getting that money back. So we're totally okay paying for that. In fact, actually my husband and I each have one, which actually that I think is really stupid and dumb. So we do need to figure out how to consolidate that. But paying for that credit card is definitely worth it. Okay, great. Next, we're gonna move on and we're gonna unstuff from our emergency fund. I know that people are like, you never want to take from emergency fund, but we did have it's not like an emergency necessarily, but our HOA had an unexpected extra charge of about $500 this month, and in addition to that, they had in addition to that, our taxes went up, so we had to put more money into our escrow. So total, we have to pull $2,000 today, which honestly sucks, but it's needed, and that's what the emergency fund is here for. So I'm totally grateful that we have this money though, and we don't have to take a loan to pay for this, and that's what's important, and that's why we're doing this, right? So we're gonna see how much we have in 100s here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. So I don't have enough here. So we're gonna go ahead and pull two $1,000 prop bills and pull from our bank, which is fine. And so now in emergency, we still have 10,000, 20,000, 21,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $21,800 is still in our emergency fund. So that's always great. And my goal is to get to 36,000. But obviously, let's see. Actually, I was thinking we may not need 36. We might need 30,000. But I'm still thinking about that. Okay, next is our travel binder, and we're gonna go ahead and go over to our friends trip. So Asia trip, we didn't spend on it. For friends trip for Seattle, we surprisingly, so I end up saving $1,050. Surprisingly, we only spent $450, guys. Can you believe it? Like, we only spent $450. So I am super excited about that. That means we have $600 extra. So what we're gonna do here is first we're gonna put 1,000 back and the 50. So now we have to give ourselves $600 in change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 6. There's 600 right here. And what I'm going to do with this money is I'm going to go ahead and put it into our honeymoon fund. The reason is so that we can stop stuffing as much every month towards this, and maybe we can feel like we have some extra money. Because I feel like we are stuffing like a lot in here all the time, which is what we need, of course, but we also have to book our flight soon, so I want to make sure we have enough money for that. So in our honeymoon fund now we have 1,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 4,000, 50, 4,100 is what's in our honeymoon, and which is great. We actually had to pull 600, actually, I just realized, from our honeymoon fund because we bought some flights for the place, and then also we booked an activity. So total for that was 600. So let's go ahead and pull 51, 50, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think this is 600. So let's count. 102, 3, 4, 55, 56. Okay. Yeah. So that was 600 that we have here. So now in our honeymoon, we have 1,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3,500 is what we have left in our honeymoon, which is totally fine. And then last but not least, we are gonna pull $30 from our business binder because I had to buy some extra pressed flowers So you guys have been giving me so much love for my pressed flower prop bill, so thank you so much. If you're interested, please check out my shop below. I do hand make those, but I did have to buy some extra of the flowers because I ran out, so I spent about $30 on that. So we pulled a 40 and then we'll give ourselves $10 back. So now in everyday budgets we have 110. May have to start stuffing this soon actually, but that's it for the unstuffing. And so now we're gonna just make sure we have the right amount here. So we should have 5,800 total. So let's see, we have 1,000, 2, 3, 4,000. So this is 1,000. 100, 2, 3, 4, 55, 56, 57, 5,800. So no, wait, no. When I said this was 1,000, I was wrong. This should be 1,800. That was 800. So this is 1,000. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89. So 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5,800. So this was 4,800, 900. So that's 1,700, 1,800. So 5,800 is how much we spend this month, which may seem quite high, and I totally agree. But we had emergency, we had to pull for car insurance, and then we spent some for our trips. So this is not too bad, honestly, guys. So this is it for our cash stuffing today. I am really happy that you're here today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.